I've seen college life from many different angles. I was once a college student myself, and then I graduated, went on to graduate school, and somewhere in between I started working for the university that I graduated from. I've learned the importance of student engagement and well-being from my time in student affairs. And I've seen the other side as a faculty member instructing students and sharing knowledge, preparing them for their next class or dream career. But it means nothing if I hold back information that could help just one, or maybe hundreds. As I prepare for this upcoming school year, I reflect on my experience and how I can make the experience of my students better. Here are 10 things that I wish I knew as a freshman. Your professors generally care about your success and are approachable. They may start the class with a tone that lets you know that they mean business, but it's just a part of classroom management. The idea is to create a safe environment that fosters your learning. If you have a question, ask it. Go and visit your professor during their office hours for additional help. By the time you graduate, you will agree that college was expensive, so get everything you can out of what you are investing in. There are resources on campus available to you. Most of them are free of charge. So if you're sick, visit your campus health services. If you're homesick, then go to counseling services. The list could go on, but it is important for you to know where you can go if you need help. If you are struggling academically, tutors can be expensive. So see if your campus has a tutoring center on site that could help you. More than likely, these services have been covered in your mandatory student fees. It would make no sense to go through the next 4 years and never use any of your campus's provided resources. So now that you're an adult who no longer lives with mom and dad, you are now 100% responsible for your behavior. Those few days before classes start, go ahead and take a look at your school's Code of Student Conduct. Know the expectations for your behavior, and it's important that you know what the consequences are for behaviors not tolerated on campus. The next thing I would have done is I would have ran up to my dean of students, introduced myself, and learned about the services that their office could offer. There's a stigma about going to the dean of students office because if you go to the dean of students office, that means you're going to get kicked out. Well, no. You may get kicked out if you bring weapons on campus, or if you decide that you have a new hustle and you want to distribute drugs, or any other illegal activity not permitted on campus. That may be a reason to get kicked out. But the reality is that 90% of the time, the dean of students is actually helping students stay in school. So you just received your eviction notice, or maybe you just found out you were pregnant. Those are situations that can affect your life significantly. And students deal with it more than you think. And sometimes, the dean of students office may have a resource that could assist you in those times. There are campus events and clubs that want to get to know you. You may be able to land an internship or leadership opportunity just by your association. Have you heard of the saying, it's not what you know, but who you know? Start getting to know some people that could have an influential impact on your future. I loved my college friends, don't get me wrong, but I wish I could have met more students that studied the same subjects as I. If you are a biology major, your study schedule is going to be different than that of a business major. And if you're a business major, your study schedule is going to be different than that of a calculus major. The point is that your subject will have different expectations and may require more or less of you when compared to your peers studying different majors. So team up with people studying in your major, form study groups, and hold each other accountable. That has been proven, and I can attest to it, to improve your academic success during your time in college. The transition to college life will come with its own challenges, but it's important that you take time to take care of yourself. Make sure your living conditions are comfortable and safe, and that you're eating a balanced diet. There used to be a warning about the freshman 15, where most freshmen gain 15 pounds if they're not careful about what they're eating. But I would venture to say that if you're not careful, you'll be experiencing the 15 plus, where 15 is really the minimum, but in reality, it's more like 20 and 30. I'm a witness. But also, seriously, be careful and be very aware of your surroundings. Just because you are on a campus, it does not mean you are safe. Know how to get help when you need it, and don't forget to lock your doors to your room or your car. It's better to finish last and do really well than to rush through and finish first with no achievements and a low GPA. So take your time. If you are struggling and need to drop a course, hey, it's okay. I'm not saying make it a habit, but give yourself a break and don't overwhelm yourself. Sometimes all you need is just a fresh start. And I'll leave you with my last tip. Don't sweat the small things. It's not a competition. It may feel like it, but it's not a competition. It's your experience, and don't let anyone take that from you. Congratulations and good luck on your first year. I wish you all the best. Bye.